Crystia!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. Danielle Smith, 4 p.m. at this point. Let's be honest, taking care of business, as always. Over the last week, we've seen Justin Trudeau give his fake, half-assed attempt at resigning, without resigning, with dissolving the government. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. But while we've seen a leader, or so-called leader, of the Canadian world disappear, who's more focused on his DEI hires, he's more focused on his virtue signaling and his talks of the environment. Well, Danielle Smith's actually getting work done. A premier is now representing the country of Canada and doing what is necessary to avoid mass tariffs, to avoid widespread issues across the country in terms of what we pay for our products. She's now in Mar-a-Lago. We all knew that Danielle Smith was headed for Donald Trump's inauguration, that she had interest in talking with incoming President Donald Trump. As far as I'm concerned, President Trump. Let's take a look here. Kevin O'Leary was down there as well as good friend of the channel, Jordan Peterson. Kevin O'Leary, Danielle Smith, and Jordan Peterson are at Mar-a-Lago. Do you think they'll do a better job defending our country than Trudeau did? Absolutely. These people actually care about our country. This is... Kevin O'Leary has made it very clear what his intentions are with Donald Trump to try and negotiate. Now, while they sound kind of crazy terms to coincide and get along with Canada, this is an investor. This is another businessman. This is somebody who understands what Canada truly needs. And he has gone to Mar-a-Lago for the benefit of Canadians. He's talked many times about how terrible Justin Trudeau's leadership is, to put it lightly. But he's also talked about what Canada needs in terms of investment, what Canada needs in order to grow, what Canada is going to need to remain a strong, independent country, or at least semi-independent when we talk about the monarchy, which, again, I'll get into my thoughts about that in a later video. But you see here, as they're there, Brian Lilley even tweeting out, "Never in my lifetime have I seen provincially, God, I apologize. Never in my lifetime have I seen provincially leaders do so much diplomacy. The reason this is needed is the lack of any credible federal leadership. What are your thoughts?" I mean, guys, Pierre Poilievre still hasn't approached Donald Trump. Now, Pierre had said in his latest press conference, now it's not to be mean on Pierre, but Pierre said in his latest press conference, he's not the prime minister. It's not his job. He wants a mandate. He needs a mandate from the people before he'll approach Donald Trump, merely because he can't offer President Trump anything. That makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, he can't really make any deals. He can't ensure any problem. The only thing that would happen is essentially a conversation where he could tell Donald Trump what he would like to do or what he would envision for the future, but no deals could get done. Danielle Smith, on the other hand, is our premier in Alberta. She's able to talk to Donald Trump about one of the major things that Trump is interested in, which is energy, oil, liquid natural gas. Take a look at what's at Mar-a-Lago here. Here's Danielle Smith's post. "Over the last 24 hours, I had the opportunity to meet President Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago last night and at his golf course this morning. We had a friendly and constructive conversation during which I emphasized the mutual importance of the United States-Canada energy relationship, and specifically how hundreds of thousands of American jobs are supported by energy exports from Alberta. I was also able to have similar discussions with several key allies of the incoming administration, and was encouraged to hear their support for a strong energy and security relationship with Canada. On behalf of Albertans, I will continue to engage in constructive dialogue and diplomacy with the incoming administration and elected federal and state officials from both parties, and will do all I can to further Alberta's and Canada's interests." So even though she's there as a representative of Alberta, she's still there for Canada. She's putting Canada first. Something our prime minister never has done. And while she's been there, she wasn't like Justin Trudeau. She didn't go down there and show them our cards. She didn't go down there and say we're weak. She went down there with a realistic business plan and an investment opportunity for the United States and said, look, over half of the oil that you produce or that you buy every year or that you bring into your country comes from Canada. We're global trading partners with you. We can provide you with liquid natural gas. We can provide you with the cleanest energy in the world. Why would you not want to do business with Canada? She didn't go down there and say, well, we'll dissolve. We're weak. We're breaking apart. We'll crumble if you don't help us. She went down there and told him why he needs to stay with Canada, why Canada is important to Donald Trump. The United States and Canada are both proud and independent nations with one of the most important security alliances on Earth and the largest economic partnership in history. We need to preserve our independence while we grow this critical partnership for the benefit of Canadians and Americans for generations to come. Now, you don't see Donald Trump tweeting out any kind of slapstick memes about Danielle Smith. He isn't calling her a governor of Canada. He's not insulting her or saying he's going to take over Alberta. He's willing to actually listen to people who are intelligent enough to come to the table. Take a look at the photos here. I mean, she's here meeting Trump, shaking hands. Here she is at the golf course again with Kevin O'Leary. Love that white suit. I got to be honest. That's good. Maybe old Fringe should try one of those for the channel. I don't know. But here they are chatting outside Mar-a-Lago. This is fantastic. This is everything. Look how happy everybody is in this photo. You don't see this when Justin Trudeau's down there, do you? You don't see any of it. Danielle Smith has been no stranger to calling out Justin Trudeau from the beginning. Take a look at this news clip we have from earlier last week. Danielle Smith tells Fox Business that Canadians are tired of the Liberals and the country needs an election now. We need to be able to have somebody that has the credibility of a 4-year mandate as we get these really difficult conversations about tariffs. This is somebody who gets it. Justin Trudeau doesn't get it. He doesn't want to get it. Let's take a look at the video.
One of the things that I've seen is exactly as you analyze, that they used to be more of a centrist party, in the same way your Democrat Party was more of a centrist party. But with the wokeism, with the extreme environmentalism, with the punitive approach to taking to anything from mining to all the way through to the development of oil and gas, excessive carbon taxes, making life more unaffordable, spending like mad, seeing the increase in inflation. I think we've had parallel experiences over the last 4 years, and quite clearly Canadians had enough of it. I personally think that we'd be better off going straight into an election. I would like to see a new prime minister chosen so that we would have a 4-year mandate. Your incoming president, Donald Trump, has a 4-year mandate. We need to be able to have somebody who has the credibility of a 4-year mandate behind them as we get into these really difficult conversations about tariffs.
So Danielle, of course, laying down the laws to what's needed in Canada. This is amazing that a premier is doing a better job than a prime minister in terms of representation, in terms of dialogue, in terms of policy. But she's absolutely correct. What she's essentially saying here is that with an incoming 4-year mandate from President Donald Trump, wouldn't it be great if we had the same 4-year mandate come in at the same time so that we had 4 straight years of trying to rebuild Canada, trying to undo whatever it is that Justin Trudeau has done to completely crumble this country? I know it's going to take longer than 4 years, but it's a hell of a start given that Donald Trump is eager to cut deals, eager to talk at the table about energy. This is the time we need to have strong leaders, not weak ones that are more focused on rainbow flags than getting down to business. This is a premier that gets it. This is a premier, in my mind, that should be Prime Minister of Canada, let alone anybody else. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Danielle made the right call going down to Mar-a-Lago? Do you think she's a superstar? Let me know your thoughts down below. As Donald Trump says, I think Danielle Smith's fantastic. She's great. She's one of the best, believe me. There's nobody better than Alberta Premier Danielle Smith coming down, talking about the oil. They're not eating the dogs. They're not eating the cats. They're not doing any of that stuff down there, okay? They're talking about oil. There's Trump for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Give me your thoughts down below with a thumbs up and a comment. Also, subscribers more now than ever, as censorship is going to be rampant going into the next federal election. Make sure to hit that button down below if this video has earned your subscription. Also, hit that bell for notifications. Join me live here on the channel each and every Friday night for Friday Night Fringe, our live streaming show. We talk about everything that goes on in Canadian politics. We go back and forth with our wonderful YouTube community, talking about everything that this community finds important in Canadian politics. Let me know your thoughts down below, folks. Join with the show with the very beautiful Mrs. Fringe as we talk to you guys and hear what you have to say outside of making these videos. It all goes down at 6 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, here on Unacceptable Fringe. It's the best YouTube channel, believe me, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, none do it like this guy. Get in on those live streams, folks. I look forward to seeing you there. And with that said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.